Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Red Notice because it came out last night, or no, it came out Friday. I'm sorry, and I watched it. Today's Sunday, but it was a movie starring The Rock, Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds. And I believe the movie was supposed to be for theatrical release, but Netflix brought the rights to the movie, and they decided to premiere it on Netflix. But I think it is in certain theaters, depending on where your location's at. So don't quote me on that, but I believe you can go watch it in the theaters. And if you can, go ahead and watch it in theaters so you can support the not only the movie theater, but support like little fun movies like this again, because we don't have that many fun movies like Red Notice out. I mean, it was just a fun little cat and mouse chase game featuring three charming people. And I enjoyed it. I love the little buddy cop feeling of Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. I prefer it way better than when The Rock and Kevin Hart does it, because after a while I get aggravated with Kevin Hart when he's doing it with The Rock. But with Ryan Reynolds, it was just like charming, to be honest. I had such fun with watching the movie to begin with, and I love the beginning chase scene of The Rock and Ryan Reynolds in the beginning of the movie, chasing each other down to for The Rock to get the Cleopatra's golden egg, because it's kind of funny. The Rock is supposed to be an FBI agent, and he's supposed to be taking down the number one art history thief, right? And that's Ryan Reynolds' character. And of course, you have Bishop, who was played by Gal Gadot. Wow, like you guys were like, some people were trying to talk about like how Gal Gadot can't act or anything, but she was hilarious in this movie. Like, no, seriously, Gal Gadot was awesome. She was very charming. Compared to her Wonder Woman debut, I mean her Wonder Woman role, this right here is pretty cool, because I mean Giselle, she was pretty cool in Fast Furious, but I didn't really get a feel of her like that. But seeing her in Wonder Woman, you like, okay, cool, she's getting there. And here, I don't know, I guess Rock or whoever was the producer or whatever, they let her have some free range or something like that. I don't know. She was she was fun. She was vibrant. You can tell she was having so much fun filming that movie. And I really think it was really, really a good choice to have her in the movie. And it's kind of crazy because she was like one step ahead of The Rock and Ryan Reynolds' character in the movie. And it was just nothing but like twists and turns the whole time through. Especially when they had to go through they went to the Russian gulag prison, where they fly you there, like you have no choice but to stay there forever and a day. But they were chased down by this inspector from Interpol or whatever. And of course, Gal Gadot's character Bishop, who gave Rock's character the information on how to get the art thief, hey, kind of betrayed the Rock's character, and now the Rock is in jail, and he has to try to prove that he's not a criminal or whatever. And so he has to kind of team up with Ryan Reynolds' character so they can catch the Bishop. But she's always like one step ahead of them when they come to their plans. Like, you ever seen Whatever Happened? No, not Whatever Happened, but Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I know you guys played that game before. So if you guys play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, you know how it feels like you're so close from getting her, and then she always was one step or two steps ahead of you. That's how Red Notice was for like Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. Every time they think they did something, here she come, kind of ruining their plans. And I'm like, God dang it, I thought they had her this time. But It was pretty fun. It was really fun, to be honest. And it was this like scene where they were in the vault, and Gal Gadot was like, character Bishop was like, well, if you're here to arrest me then, right? And she took off her heels, and she got rid of her hairpin or whatever, and then they start fighting, and the fight was like very fun. It was a fun fight because Ryan Reynolds was trying to fight, but he's too stupid to really kind of fight, really. And then you have The Rock and Gal Gadot like fighting. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun to kind of see it. And I remember Gal Gadot was talking about how they did that scene because she had did like a few of her most of her stunts, and they were talking about that scene where the Rock's character pick up the handcuffs and try to handcuff her or whatever, and kicks it she kicks it out of his hand, and she said that was why they were filming. She had cut her foot on the cuff, but she was like, I don't have time to stop. I don't have time to bleed. We have a film to film or something like that. She was just like really into it, and that she didn't want to stop with her feet being cut or whatever. It was hilarious. But I mean, the whole entire fight was pretty fun to kind of see it. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I had no problem with it. I think the breakout character would have to be Gal Gadot's character, Bishop, because like I said, she was very charming, and then to kind of see her play a villainous role sort of in a movie, but in a charming way, was pretty fun, to be honest. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact that you have Gal Gadot in this charming role or whatever, and I was really enjoying her the most out of this movie. And don't get me wrong, Ryan Reynolds and The Rock are fun too, but she was having the time of her life, and I really enjoyed watching this movie. That hey, I'd say if they can do a sequel, yeah. If the movie is very popular enough, do a sequel, because this cast is hilarious. In the movie, they were having fun, and that's what we want to see. I just want to see a movie where they're just having fun. It's stupid. You don't really have to take it serious or anything. It's just them having fun. And then what's kind of funny is then after they get captured, they go to Rome, and the Rock and Ryan Reynolds escape, but they escape on in the center of the Roman Colosseum, where they're doing a bull ride, and the bull comes after the Rock, and Ryan Reynolds was telling him, no, don't move, because bull senses fear. And then everybody was like, no, you gotta vamos. And then Rock was like, no, they're telling me to leave and move. He was like, do not move. And he was like, wait, in the movie that you're describing, was Goldblum was in there? He was like, yes, how did you know? And then the Rock got hit by the bull. That junk was hilarious. Oh man, that was hilarious, to be honest. But after they escaped, they went over to South America. They found a bunker, a Nazi bunker that had the third egg of Cleopatra, and the Interpol person, tried to. I mean, no, Gal Gadot's character Bishop had came because she was like, "You really think I believe that that little thing that you was telling me about earlier in Rome? I knew that you were lying, so I followed you." And then that's when the Interpol person followed, and then they got into this amazing 19 what was it, 1934? No, or was it 19? Yeah, I think it was 1934. Cadillac. Oh man, that thing was sweet. Thing was sweet. And they had this cool car fight thing where everybody was fighting over the egg or whatever, and then eventually Gal Gadot, Rock, and Ryan Reynolds, they actually drove the car off of the riverbed, because there was a waterfall. And I was like, oh, poor car. But anyway, then we come to find out that The Rock was actually working with Gal Gadot the whole time. So he was for real a criminal, pretending to be an FBI agent and stuff like that, while tricking Ryan Reynolds' character into believing that he was an FBI agent that was just being set up. and it was pretty cool. And then they kind of left Ryan Reynolds there, but then Ryan Reynolds kind of like double crossed them after they had turned in the three Cleopatra's eggs. And it's kind of funny because they went to a wedding, right? And they got $300 million from it, right? And then they had Ed Sheeran there. And the girl, instead of caring about the Cleopatra's eggs, she cared about Ed Sheeran. And then Interpol came and arrested people. And then they was attacking. They got the girl, the daughter of the guy who wanted the eggs, because Ryan Reynolds had called no, not Ryan Reynolds, but Rock and Gal Gadot's characters had turned them in after they got the money anyway. So it was kind of funny because Ed Sheeran was like, what's going on and stuff like that. And then they was like knocking him down or whatever. And then he had hit him. He was like, come on then. And he was like, do you know who the fuck I am? I'm Ed Sheeran. I was on Game of Thrones. I was like, are you kidding me, Ed Sheeran? And it was kind of funny because then they were in like a remote area, and then Ryan Reynolds was able to like find where they was at, and he told them like, hey, I sent Interpol your information, and like all your assets are frozen, so now you guys don't have any money. And yeah, so I think all three of us worked together really well, and hey, we should like continue to do this and stuff like that. And The Rock was like, no, we don't need you and stuff like that. And then Gal Gadot was like, yeah, we do need him though. And then apparently, oh, I forgot, Gal Gadot and Rock were a couple in the movie. That was pretty cool. That was something unexpected as well. And Ryan Reynolds was like, you know what? They was like, okay, right. And he was like, you stole something from me. And then they were like, what? My heart. Oh God. And then Gal Gadot's character turned to Rocky. She's like, I know that you're annoyed with him, but you guys do work together. No, we don't work together. He was like, yes, we do. We work very well together. And he was like, okay, fine. What's the mission? And then they go off into go to another place in Europe to go and steal something else, while Interpol is trying to like capture them. And then the lady at the end, the inspector, she puts them on red notice as the three most wanted people in the world. So it was kind of fun. Like I said, the movie was very fun. It was very enjoyable. I have nothing negative to really say. I had a fun time watching the movie, and like I said, I think you guys should also watch the movie. I think you'll definitely have fun with it. It's on Netflix, like I said, and I know it's in selective theaters in certain areas. So, like I said, if you don't have Netflix or whatever, go and watch that movie because it's very fun. But I had fun, and I hope you guys will watch the movie and tell me what you guys think. Comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.